Good evening, everyone. Honored and humbled to be here, sharing my journey. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Simon Sinek. I stand here today in front of you, not just as a marathoner, an entrepreneur, an adventurer, but as somebody who believes in the transformative power of everyday leadership. My journey, my story spans through everyday life and finishes or ends at the finish lines of the World Marathon Majors. We're all surrounded by enough talent today. We're surrounded by people that each one of us get inspired by naturally. For example, at home, we have our parents, and in school, we have our teachers, and at the workplace, we have our managers and supervisors. And in the field, in every field today that we live in, we operate in, there are people that we look up to, we get influenced by, be it sport, be it culture, be it economics, politics, sports, last but not the least, even religion and God. I share a personal story that I'm reminded of every morning that when I sit down to wear my running shoes. It's my personal story of leadership and of being a motivator. Many years ago, one fine morning, when I was on my run at a session, we had a new member that joined the community. I remember middle-aged, fairly well-built, average height, quite chirpy. She was matching strides with me. We were running alongside. I struck a conversation. Her name was Michelle. Michelle and I would converse every now and then, as she was regular, until one fine day, there was a quiet moment, and time stood still. Michelle revealed that today could be her last day running with us, since she was diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. I did not know what to say. Time stood still. I struggled for words. Just then, I was reminded of my story almost a decade ago. When I was 33, I remember I had trained really hard to run a half marathon, and in between the race, I fainted. I was picked up by some medical staff in an ambulance and taken to hospital. After a couple of days, the doctors told me that I couldn't run. I shouldn't be running. I need to take to alternate sport. I need to switch my sport. In spite of the grim prognosis, I continued to help Michelle. I continued to do my little bit. We had conversations. I would encourage her. We started to have heart-to-heart conversations about goals, about dreams, fears, aspirations. And Michelle started to find solace and strength in our runs. I would continue to encourage her. And one fine day, after being regular for a couple of weeks, she said to me the same statement that she had made, that today may be my last running day, turned into, I will run with you for as long as I can because I feel alive. Our runs became more of celebration than sorrow, not just running, but she also started to actually adopt other healthy habits to combat the disease. Michelle started to show some determination to defy the odds. She was beginning to work towards feeling better. We would have great runs together, adopting a healthy lifestyle, also taking her medication on time, and the fact that we would have these jovial runs together where we would also converse. And she was obviously there with a positive frame of mind. She had also learned about my story from a decade ago, where I had fainted and the doctors had told me that I would have to switch to an alternate sport and not running. But I was not going to just empathize with Michelle. I was going to strengthen her belief in what her body and mind could achieve. I was going to empower her. I was going to give her strength. And that's exactly what happened. And today, Michelle and I cross finish lines together. She has found newfound courage, and she takes these certain uncertainties about life, newer challenges with that courage. A person who was once told that she had a life-threatening disease and may not be able to run, is today a celebrated half-marathoner. Her perseverance, her willpower, not just inspire me, but inspire everyone around us. She is somebody who's running many half marathons and is leading a normal life today. I would like to believe that I've led a fairly ordinary life all my life, from pursuing a college degree to an MBA to joining the corporate world, which may seem like some sort of an achievement. It really was boring and non-purposeful. Let me tell you this. Materialistic things do lose their shine. They do lose their value. After a point, all that matters are your deeds and actions. And what matter even most are your actions and deeds if they influence others, if they inspire others. All of you people sitting here have something in you, have something that inspires the person sitting next to you. Never get overawed by your peer's achievement, for he or she may find something extremely inspiring about you. What started as an accidental journey into running and fitness for me, while I had just started as a personal journey for my fitness and health, has taken me places. Sure, it's been hard. I wake up at wee hours of the morning. I have to, at times, run long distances across different terrains. I certainly have to watch what I eat. And there could be days I wake up and I'm not feeling my 100%, but I still have to go out there and get that workout done for my bigger picture. It's been really hard. But when I started my own running community, and today, when I see the number of people that run alongside, that share their influence, their journey that has influenced them, because of my journey, it is truly inspiring. The number of transformational stories that I hear, the number of lives that seem to have transformed because of my journey, because of the influence that I have created in their lives, the effort certainly, surely seems to have paid off. If a simple act of mine, which is following my passion with utmost integrity and honesty, could actually influence or motivate a whole community, imagine all of you lovely people out here, all you bright people out here, the potential that each one of you possess. It's just what I did, followed a passion with honesty, with integrity. Leadership is not about commanding respect. It's about connecting with individuals, with people at a deeper level and trying to understand their needs and aspirations. Something else that comes to my mind, in my community today, we have approximately 250 members that run along. Not everybody is a regular. Some people come for some sessions. And of course, I can't mentally keep a tab of who's showing up when. But I do somewhere try and make the effort of calling a few that I don't see very often, just to check if all's okay, trying to understand the pulse, trying to understand if there's a need or a concern which is not being addressed, if everything is okay in his or her personal life. Leadership is something that any and everybody can work towards. It's a path it's a unique path that each one of you can take up. We don't have to be from a certain background, a certain strata. It is something that you can carve for your own self. It's also very prudent to pause and reflect. What is life all about? How can we make a change? How can I influence others? Is it just by emulating greatness, by actually following the path of great leaders, of great people, or is it also by a simple act, as simple as lending a hand to someone who may need assistance? So it's time we do that. Also, basic values like empathy, kindness, respect for others, for elders, sheer love for animals, plants. These are basic things which have unfortunately been replaced by being someone or something. These things in itself take you a long way as being a leader, as somebody that people will look up to. We need to also remember that each one of us has a hero and a leader in them. We all have the power to inspire others. Just by doing some great deeds and bringing a smile on others' faces, you will inspire others, you will motivate others, and you will lead by example. I found a Michelle, so will you, someone who looks up to you. Leadership is not reserved for a few. It is a journey we all embark upon every single day, be it running a marathon, be it building a business, or helping others, helping someone who needs assistance. Everyone has the power to lead. Everyone has a unique way to lead. We need to embrace challenges, seize opportunities, together lead the way for a happier, brighter, and inclusive future. I would like to ask you all in the audience, how many of us are okay to call ourselves leaders? Raise your hands. So I do that, and I do ask a couple of people every now and then when I am talking about leadership, daily leadership, and very few people actually raise their hands, which is quite surprising. Like I just said, we have made leadership bigger than us. We have made leadership to be something beyond us. But like I said, each one of you have probably done a deed or an act that has inspired somebody sitting next to you or in this room. Think about that moment. It has happened. And still, I don't see too many hands that are raised when I ask that question. So this is something that we all need to introspect and see why and where we do not take this extra step or go the extra mile. Every success route or path is bound to have challenges, is bound to have obstacles. It is how you pave your way through those challenges, how you pave your way through that journey that you are called a leader or people end up looking up to you. That's what I'd like to say today. That's all. Thank you very much.